We're starting a little early. Because I don't know what to play. So I have a list of games that I have on various different things. Hopefully I'll be able to find them when I do this. And I have also I'll just go to the screen. So this is the list of games. It's viewable if you do exclamation point games, I believe. And you can see it. And there's a lot. Some of them are on here twice. Oops. So we're gonna roll a random number to see what game we're playing today. 67. And hopefully it's not bad. Astrologaster. Okay, let me get this game. I gotta get the game downloaded now. Astrologaster. Hi, Spicy! Oh, okay. Astrologaster. Right? Okay, let's see. Astrologaster? Astrologaster. Astrologaster is a story-driven astrological comedy game set in Shakespeare's London. Take a role of the notorious Dr. Simon Foreman and use astrology to treat his patients. Will you win their favor or ruin their lives? Genre, strategy, adventure, indie. Released 5/8/2019. Doesn't look like they've posted anything on their Twitter since 2023. The captions on? Are they working? Who knows? Yeah, they haven't posted since 2023. I figured this would be a good way for me to play through some of my games. I really wish I hadn't closed that. No. Oh my gosh. Maybe I should just play with this. No. Oh my gosh. Hold on. Okay. Okay. I don't really hear anything. Okay. Starting a new game. I just need this bingo stuff to go away, please. Okay, guys, let's see how this game goes.
Long ago in England in 1592, there begins our
Let's
tale,
go!
and all of it is true.
Eh?
Through all of London, bubonic plague did spread, covering folk in weeping sores and leaving thousands dead.
That slapped, y'all. That was a bop. Oh no, is my soundboard not working again? Every time I have to do this. Technical difficulties. There we go.
Ramosa!
Drag left to turn page.
From towns and cities,
Oh my gosh!
they did flee, leaving their patients to die in misery.
But one brave doctor stayed when all the cowards fled, might have been because he was too sick to leave his bed.
Alas, 'tis my final hour. I will surely die. I am too far gone to recover, and for the plague there is no cure. Unless a cure might be found in the stars.
Oh, sir, that's not. Choose one zodiac to diagnose the condition. How might I be cured of the plague? Should... Okay. Okay. Should Foreman use this reading? I have the plague, characterized by loss of appetite, immoderate thirst, and pus-filled swellings behind the ears and in the groin. And armpits and groin. These are symptoms of a fever provoked by excess sanguinity. Jupiter, domicile in Sagittarius indicates a severe imbalance of the blood humor. What? Happening? Sure. I don't know. I trust Sagittarius. Ah!
Let me see now. According to the stars, the way to cure the plague is to treat the fever it provokes.
Sure.
Oh, can it be true?
Maybe.
Might a disease so monstrous as the plague be cured by treating it as if it were an exceeding bad fever?
You never know.
Then I must use powerful herbs to bring the fever to crisis and break it. Let me see now. Angelica and dandelion for heat, borage to provoke sweating, infuse them in wine, strain and distill the mixture to produce a most powerful strong water. Huzzah! I am cured!
Bolon thought he was dead.
I shall now go forth
What?
with my miraculous strong water to cure all London of the plague.
Angela, this is called Astrologica. We picked a game at random from the games list. This is game number 67. What does this do? Okay. What is this one? Okay. Something with the plague. I don't know. How might I be cured of the plague? I judged my plague symptoms as being provoked by a fever. I invented a new kind of strong water to cure it. Okay. I shall cure the Londoners of the plague, so wondrous will be my work. The plays and songs will writ my humor. Honor. The current will return for another consultation.
Foreman made a plague cure and used it on himself, then left his house to restore Londoners to health.
Huzzah! 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 Huzzah!
Simon Foreman, he cured us of the plague, 'tis through some details
A little vague, but we know he knows astrology and knows his own strong water. So won't he be a proper licensed doctor?
Astrologaster. I don't know.
Here comes a lady queer and a little warily. Her name is Avis Allen. What can her trouble be?
God give you good day, madam. How may I?
You, Mr. Foreman? Mr. Simon Foreman, the doctor?
Aye, madam, I am indeed Dr. Simon Foreman. I bid you welcome to my consulting chambers. Mistress...
Allen, Mistress Avis Allen of Lambeth.
Pray tell me your age, if you please, madam.
I am 33 years of age.
And how might I do you service this day, Mr. Allen?
3 and
Pray
30.
describe
What does
your
that mean?
troubles to me.
33?
Well, the pain
Stop being
started
weird.
full late last eve upon retiring to bed. Oh, not that I am in the habit of retiring so late, but my husband did desire a special supper of cold meats to celebrate and give thanks in any case, it started in the night and it continued until dawning. That being the pain in my head and the chundering.
A
Chundering?
moment whilst I make note of this.
What's chundering?
Headache and involuntary purging.
Purging?
Is that all?
Aye, that is all.
Chundering.
And thinking on it, my complaint to seem most trifling, and you are doubtless busy with important cases. Oh, like the plague! Yea, verily, mayhap I should not have come after all. Good day, Dr. Foreman. I beseech you pardon me, for I have wasted your time.
Prithee, do not go, for I assure you, madam, your case verily is important
That's what
to
it
me.
means.
And 'tis important to you, is
Vomit.
it not, Mistress Allen? Else you would not have come this day.
Well, aye.
Let us consult the stars now then, shall we? What is the cause of Mistress Allen's suffering?
What must be the cause of Mistress Alice? I love dragging them. Okay, choose one zodiac to diagnose the condition. I was up all night with headache and chundering. What caused my suffering? Strauss has been provoked by anxious passions associated with her being with child. This indicates a disturbance of the mind. Okay, or suffering from evil digestion. This suggests a mild imbalance of black bile in the body. Okay, What? How do I know what's what? Headache and chundering. I'm gonna go with Scorpio. She's with child.
You are with child, Mistress Allen. 'Twas the reason for your celebration last even, methinks.
Aye, but how did you know?
I can see it in my chart, madam. There is a planet aligned with Scorpio at present, Scorpio being the constellation that rules over such matters. Pray tell, how long has it been since your monthly courses?
It has been 14 weeks since my courses, and yesterday I did feel the child quicken. So, indeed, 'twas the cause for our celebration, as you say. For I have been with child before, you see, but 'tis never. And Mr. Allen and I do pray this one will be born alive.
There, dear lady. The presence of the planet Mercury in my chart does suggest you suffer from anxious passions on account of your condition, and given your ill-favoured history, I warrant 'twas the twin burdens of hope and fear that provoked your troubles last even.
Oh, I see.
Pray take this flask of wine, madam. It has been infused with cloves, ginger root, and cinnamon. Drink of it each morning, and you should soon feel much improved.
Verily, I will do as you advise. I thank ye heartily, sir. Fare you well, Dr. Foreman.
Fare you well, Mistress Allen.
The querent did present the symptoms of headache and involuntary upward perching. This is so weird. I judge the querent as being with child. Methinks the querent is most pleased with me for reading I gave today. Okay. What a kind man Dr. Foreman is, and so patient with me.
Almighty God, to thy servant Thomas Magnus, and not blessed with sense and wisdom.
Blessed be.
Good day, sir. You are Simon Foreman, the physician, are you not? These are your rooms.
Indeed, I am he, and well met, sir. Be it Thomas Blagg I have the honour of welcoming to my humble consulting chambers, the Dean of Rochester Cathedral?
Indeed, 'tis I, Thomas Blagg. Though it is not upon church business that I come to you this day. 'Tis upon a matter of my own that I require counsel. I have lately been offered some very lucrative investment opportunities, and, well, it is said that God speaks to us through the stars, does he not?
Indeed he does. 'Tis well known that astrology is but a conduit for the word of God, as interpreted using scientifical means. And now, these investments of which you speak, pray tell of them, if you please.
2 merchant ships will shortly set sail on very lucrative trading expeditions. I do not possess the coin to invest in both. Hence, I must choose between them. And I must choose very wisely indeed.
What?
For sea voyages are most perilous, and if my ship were to founder or be captured by pirates, I would lose my entire investment.
Aye, forsooth, 'twould be most lamentable, to say nothing of the poor souls who might lose their lives.
Who are, naturally, the greater of my concerns.
Oh,
Aye, naturally. And
naturally.
whither might these ships be bound?
The first is bound for the Spice Islands of the East. 'Tis a voyage to be undertaken by a ship named the Conquering Cherub. The other is the Pride of Yarmouth. She is to bring back sugar from the Americas. Have you now the information you require? Then perchance you may divine for me upon which of these 2 ships our Lord God has bestowed his divine blessing.
Aye,
Interesting.
Dean Blagg,
Very weird.
we may now consult the stars. Should Thomas Blagg invest in the voyage of the Conquering Cherub, or that of the Pride of Yarmouth?
Oh, man. Read the stars by selecting highlighted sections in the sky. Presents change in fortune. Okay. The ship's name should evoke a woman who partakes in a marriage. Venus represents femininity. I have no idea what's going on. The ship's name should evoke a child who's victorious in battle. What does Yarmouth mean? Yarmouth, yeah? Town, Massachusetts. But what does it mean? A resort town. That's all it is. Okay, so that doesn't have anything. So I think it's this. A child, which is a cherub.
The stars advise you to invest in the ship named the Conquering Cherub.
I see. And why is that?
Well, I have calculated that at this very hour, upon this very day, the planet Mars and the constellation Scorpio do both dwell in that part of the sky we call the House of Children. And as it happens, Mars is the ruler of Scorpio, hence we may say that Mars is presently exalted.
Mars has been exalted by Scorpio, you say? And what might that mean?
When exalted, Mars represents victory. And so, with victory in the House of Children, we may read this as a victorious child. Ergo, the Conquering Cherub.
Ah, I see. For a cherub is a kind of child, is it not? In sooth, I do find the science of astrology verily fascinating. I thank you, Dr. Foreman. You have been most helpful.
The Current did wish to know which of the two trading expeditions would make a better investment. I advised. I think he's pleased. It is very wise of me to come this day. Only a fool invests his money without focused seeking counsel.
She comes Emma, shy and comely maid. All men who meet sweet Emma wish to come to her aid. Timid as a little bird, frighted by an unkind maid, for she seems full afraid.
Good morrow, sir. Pray tell, are these the consulting chambers of Simon Foreman, Doctor of Astrology and Physic?
Indeed, 'tis I, Dr. Simon Foreman. And your name, madam?
Emma Sharp of Shoreditch, sir. 25 years of age.
Welcome, Miss Sharp.
5
And how
and
may I
20.
do you service this day?
Well, 'tis a trifle delicate. A man has asked me to be his wife. A dear, kind man, but I fear you will think me cold, Dr. Foreman.
There, madam, whatever is the matter?
Well, he is exceeding advanced in years. I do worry he may not be long for the world, and if he were to die, I do not think I could bear it. Verily, I would not. Indeed, methinks I would rather not marry him at all. Am I very heartless, Dr. Foreman?
Nay, not in the least, madam. Your fears are most reasonable. A man in the winter of his life is indeed more likely to die. I assure you, madam, 'tis a medical fact. But methinks you wish to know whether this man be afflicted with a grave health condition, do you not? To wit, any ailment that might soon prove fatal?
Forsooth I do. That is my question precisely. Why, Dr. Foreman, 'tis as if you have a gift for reading minds.
Merely the gift of logical surmise, madam. Let us see whether a judgment of the stars may calm your fears. Does Mr. What was your gentleman's name?
Mr. George Middleton, a wool merchant.
Does Mr.
Doesn't
Middleton
sound
have
very,
any ailments that might
financially
hasten his
sound.
death?
For someone dressed like that to be wearing a wool merchant? I don't know. Health conditions. Okay, let's see. Mr. Middleton has bewitched. The enchantment may prove fatal. Pluto's is in retrograde. This suggests the possibility of death. Uranus is in retrograde. Which one's in retrograde? They're both? A mild enchantment cast by a witch. Okay. Suggests severe vertigo, a fear of heights. Dropping down of the piss. Characterized by involuntary urination, it is exasperated when combined with his fear of heights. No, I didn't mean to! That's not what I wanted! Oh, shoot. Oh.
Mr. Sharp, I have exceeding excellent news for you. Mr. Middleton has only the most trifling of ailments, dropping down of the piss. Though I must advise you that marrying a man who suffers from dropping down of the piss would pose certain laundry-related challenges. But widowhood is not likely to be one of them. At least, not imminently.
That's not what I
Blessed
wanted.
day. What wondrous news.
However, there is one other small thing in my chart. It seems your future husband does also suffer from an unreasonable fear of heights. Such a fear could aggravate Mr. Middleton's condition. He would be advised to avoid tall buildings, bridges, and mountains. Or at least be sure he takes a change of breeches along with him on any such outings.
Oh, verily? Then I will follow your advice most carefully, Dr. Foreman. I will now to Mr. Middleton go and accept his proposal of marriage.
I don't know. I don't know if I did it right. I advise the current that the man suffers from that and that. Who was that handsome manservant I passed at the door? Mayhap one day I shall have a servant that cuts so fine a figure. What? Beware. Is the man treating you a qualified licensed doctor? Is the man treating you a qualified licensed doctor? London has lately been importuned by low-born charlatans claiming the title of doctor. These men have never attended university and therefore cannot be trusted. Any man found to be practicing medicine without a medical license shall be prosecuted to the full extent of the law. Dr. Richard Smith, President of College of Physicians.
Murdering would those doctors come.
Murdering those doctors come.
Murdering one fine day.
Those doctors will they slay.
Those doctors
will
will they slay for
Slay.
Will they send him to jail?
They send him to jail.
Slay.
What is the meaning of this warning being put about by the College of Physicians? Do they mean to do me harm? It is true that I do not have a medical license. What am I to do? Mayhap the stars will advise me.
Hey. Let's see another name. I must use my brilliant mind to forge strong relationships with my currents. The solution involves being sensitive to the needs of my currents. Crayons? The authority of licensed doctors in London hold is primarily owing to their wealth and privilege. There is much they do not know about physique. The Church of England can help me. where the Archbishop of Canterbury has special power to grant medical licenses. If I become the best doctor in London, I must find my way to sword. Is there a right and wrong answer? We'll see, I guess.
It seems that if I'm to avoid prosecution by the College of Physicians, I must obtain a medical license. Towards this end, doubtless the best course is to serve my querents well, treating their illnesses and problems with intelligence and sensitivity. For if I do, they may favour me with letters of recommendation, and I can use these to petition the University of Cambridge to grant me a license.
Who's this man at the door who we've not seen before?
Who's this man at the door who we've not seen before? Who is come to inquire the rest in such strange attire? 'Tis
Signor
Ferraro.
Good day to you, sir. Oh, I see you're having some difficulties. William, fetch my guest a chair.
No, it's good. I am just a little stiff.
As you wish. Mr.
Signor Riccardo Ferraro. I am a gentleman of Venezia, come to make a trade in London.
Venice? 'Tis a fine city, I hear. And how may I do you service this day, Signor Ferraro?
I am come with una problema medicale, and you are most great dottore who does cure all London, eh? You cure Ferraro too, see?
Forsooth, I will seek to do so, Signor. Pray, describe your complaints, if you please.
Is burning when I make the water.
Is the bunny.
Pain during urination?
See, and is pain down here. Molto pain.
And pain in the lower back. Now, let us see what the stars can tell us. What ails Signor Riccardo Ferraro?
Oh man. Suffers from the gout, which is caused by hot, dry, humorous sleeping into the joints of the foot. No. Kidney stones. The disease and occasion loss of severe appetite, pain in the kidney area. Oh, shoot! I keep pressing that wrong button! I think it's the kidney stones, though.
'Tis a case of stones in the kidney, I regret to say. But worry not, Signor. I will give you an ounce of my strong water to dislodge them. Drink this entire flask when you rise at dawn tomorrow. You may then expect to evacuate the stones by way of your privy member within just a few hours.
Ah, your famous strong water. This water 'tis said to cure the plague, huh? I thank you, Signor Foreman. And now Riccardo Ferraro bids you good day.
I see plus signs, so... not a lot there. Interesting. He seems to exhibit at least the semblance of competence.
'Tis sure she is no beauty, 'tis true she lacks finesse, but every awkward hero needs his awkward princess.
Oh! Abbas.
Well met, Mistress Allen. Pray tell, the last time I saw you, you were with child, methinks. Pray tell,
She was.
I would rather not talk about that, if you please.
Oh, I see. I am full sorry, madam. What
I'm
brings
come
you
upon...
this?
The matter
beg
that
your
brings...
pardon, madam. I prithee, madam, say on.
I'm come about the new law. I know not what to do, and I would have counsel.
You are in trouble with the law, madam?
Nay, at least not yet, but my neighbours have begun to remark unkindly upon my absences, my Sunday absences from church.
Ooh.
I'm afeard one of them may soon denounce me.
'Tis the act against recusants you speak of. The law that obliges Catholics to attend church and take the English sacrament. You are of the Catholic faith, then, I take it?
I, a Catholic, but as well a law-abiding woman and a full loyal subject of the Queen. Long may she reign.
I do not
Long
doubt
live the
it, madam.
Queen.
But to take the Protestant sacrament, 'tis heresy. So says the Pope in Rome. I risk being damned to hell if I do it, Dr. Foreman. Verily, I find myself in a most terrible bind.
I see. Damned if you do, yet condemned if you do not. A cruel bind indeed. Let us see if the stars may untangle it for us. Should Mistress Avis Allen attend Protestant church services?
Some have the wrong impression of Alan's wealth and are envious. This indicates Saturn in detriment and retrograde indicates jealousy. Neptune in retrograde suggests confusion. Miss Allen's problem is her female neighbors. This represents women, the moon. Okay. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Abbess must remain strong in her Catholic faith. For when the Queen dies, long live the Queen, her successor may revert England back to Catholicism. Uranus represents a surprising political event. Mars advises strength. Pluto represents death. There may be a creative solution for appeasing the Pope in Rome while still also honoring England's Protestant legacy. Mercury suggests creativity. Jupiter represents foreigners. It is Miss Allen's duty to cooperate. This advises cooperation, Venus. Miss Allen risks getting in trouble with the law and being punished by authorities. The sun represents authority. Or her neighbors are nosy. I think her neighbors are nosy. I don't know. The legacy of the Pope is important, I think. Okay, we're gonna go with this one.
I fear the stars confirm your fears.
I don't know.
You must attend church every Sunday, lest you risk being prosecuted for being a recusant.
Oh, but then what of my soul, Dr. Foreman?
Methinks I have a solution for that, madam. If you were to cross your fingers behind your back during the service, any Protestant oath you swear would not count. Of course, you must be sure to stand at the back of the church while doing so that only God may see, and
no one else.
Oh, sooth, what an ingenious notion! Oh, Dr. Foreman, you have saved me. You are so wise, sir. 'Tis so. Verily, 'tis most admirable.
But, dear lady, 'tis you who is to be admired. The strength of resolve, your devotion to your faith, and your... Madam, would you care to... see my collection of Venetian glassware?
I think I would. Indeed, I would like that very well.
What? Coitus post-con... Chat! What? Does anyone else see this?
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
God mend me, what have I done? If only I knew of a Jesuit priest I might confess my sins to.
Here comes a beauty dark as night. Her hair does shine, her eyes are bright. A damsel formed for man's delight. Oh, she is quite a lady. Oh, she
she's a lady.
Good day to you, sir. I am Amelia Bassano of Bishopsgate, here for my consultation.
Welcome, Mistress Bassano. Bassano. 'Tis an Italian name, is it not?
Aye, it is, sir. Though I was born in London, my family are from Venice. They did come to London to gain employment as musicians at the royal court.
Ah, I know one of your countrymen, Riccardo Ferraro, another one of my querents. Mayhap you know him? He hails from Venice, too.
No, sir, I do not know him. Venice is a large city, and as such is home to many thousands of men. And as I did mention, I was born in London.
Aye, of course. Mayhap we turn our thoughts to what brings you hither this day.
Hey, I know someone from Venice.
Have you a
Do you know
question
them?
for me?
Aye,
No.
sir, I wish to know what afflicts me,
I don't.
for my belly does begin to swell, and lately I oft find myself chundering after meals.
Swollen abdomen and involuntary upward purging. Well, now, let us consult the stars to judge the cause of these troubles. What is ailing Mistress Amelia Bassano?
I don't know, but hopefully we... like we did last time. Angela, enjoy your look, by the way. Venus. This represents an imbalance of phlegm in the body. She is suffering from liverworm. Okay. She could be with child. Suggests illness will not last long. The moon falling in Scorpio. Prick in the knees caused by the pressure of excessive weight gain. Suggests illness is chronic. I feel like she's with child too. She's got swelling in her abdomen, right? Oh, see, he was a little pleased, so I don't think that one was good. He was pleased. See, I think that one was bad. Okay. What is the cause of my swollen belly and shuddering? Shudderings. Liverwort. I think it's this one.
I neglected to ask. Is there a Mr. Bassano?
Aye, my father still lives.
Oh.
I mean to say, are you yet married, Mistress Bassano? I presume you are, for the stars indicate that you are with child. Wondrous news indeed.
Ah, I see.
Of course, it is natural for a young lady to be a trifle anxious when she's expecting her first child. And I see you are anxious, are you not?
Aye, Mr. Foreman, I own that I am.
Well, doubtless you are anxious owing to the unpredictable nature of your condition. For instance, sometimes the child might emerge from its mother's womb early, weeks or even months earlier than anticipated. This possibility is a medical fact, and one that should be explained to any husband you may...
Not.
Do you see what I'm saying, Mistress Bassano?
Not married.
Nay, not in the least, sir.
Ah, some of my maiden querents, I assume you are still unmarried and therefore a maiden, when they find themselves inexplicably with child, they oft do not remain unmarried for long. I advise you to discuss this with your family without delay, Mistress Bassano. Doubtless they will be keen to make the arrangements for you.
I see. Yes, of course. I must lose no time in finding a husband. I thank you, Dr. Foreman. Good day.
Do we think that was wrong?
Mary Payne is frightened when she spies a looking glass. a portal and through whence the gates of hell
What?
blast a deadly and foul wind that comes direct from Satan's mouth. La, 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 la.
What? What?
Blessed morrow to you, Dr. Foreman. I am Mary Payne of 4th Street in Lambeth. I'm come to seek your counsel about my neighbours.
Good morrow, Mistress Payne, and well met. What trouble do your neighbours give you? They play their lutes into the night, perchance? Mayhap a neighbour has cast a malignant spell upon your cabbages.
Why, sir, 'tis no trifling matter. Indeed, 'tis a matter of grave importance. Doubtless you do know we have a Catholic living on 4th Street. A woman by the name of Avis Allen.
Ah, yes. I did hear tell that Mistress Allen subscribes to the Romish faith. But 'tis no crime to be a Catholic, is it, madam? At least, not at present.
Aye, but harbouring a Jesuit priest is, Dr. Foreman. These evenings past, I have spied a man sneaking in and out of the Allens' house. 'Tis my reckoning the man is a priest who is going hither and thither all over Lambeth to perform the Catholic Mass and take confessions. Doubtless Mr. Allen is hiding him in one of those little cupboards.
You mean to say you think Mr. Allen has installed a priest hole in his house?
Oh.
A secret room hidden behind the wood panelling of a wall?
Indeed I do. I am certain that he has such a hole, and that a priest is going in and out of Mr. Allen's hole from dusk till dawn.
Verily? How troubling. But surely you are mistaken, madam, for under the cover of darkness, how can you be sure the man you did spy was not Mr. Allen himself?
Nay, 'twas not Mr. Allen.
Nay.
Mr. Allen is a
Nay.
fine, tall figure of a man, whereas the figure I did spy was very narrow and malformed in appearance. A scrawny little imp of a man he was.
I see.
Now, you must not think me intolerant, Dr. Foreman. If Mistress Allen must cling to her idolatrous backward beliefs, 'tis her own affair, and I have no wish to cause trouble for the Allens. And 'tis true that Mistress Allen does now attend church on Sundays and takes the English sacrament just as she ought to. But we residents of 4th Street are decent English folk. We will not abide an agent of Rome sneaking around our neighbourhood, muttering incantations in some devilish foreign tongue.
I think you mean Latin, madam.
But before I act upon my suspicions, I think it wise to know if there be any truth in them.
Then let us see what the stars can tell us. Who is this mysterious stranger, and why does he frequent the Allens' house late at night?
Saw harborous cruel intentions. This suggests cruelty. Mistress Payne saw harbors cruel intentions. I don't understand that. Mistress Payne will die suddenly, mayhap before the end of this consultation. Narrow and malformed, a scrawny little imp of a man. This speaks of a relationship with an untrustworthy foreigner. As foreigners are untrustworthy by nature, this element may be of no particular significance. Miss Allen's maternal instincts have been thwarted by her inability to bear a child. But she stubbornly persists in trying to reverse her infertility. What's going on? The man Mistress Payne saw as a public enemy who engages in an idolatrous worship of the Virgin Mary. He is addressed to a peace. An educated man who adorns himself in fine clothes. I don't understand. She will die. I think. I don't know. I don't get it.
The man you saw prowling around the Allens' house is no priest. He is a thief, come at night to steal silver plate and candlesticks.
'Tis a mere robber I saw. On my honour, that is well to hear. Still, something must be done about it. I will rouse the menfolk of Fore Street and have them
Okay.
patrol our street each night until this sneak thief is apprehended.
Ma'am.
Is that truly necessary, madam? Be there not more...
Pleasant day, Dr. Foreman.
Yeah, it was him. What a fine-looking youth Foreman's manservant is. Oh, was that... I were my niece's age again.
When the querent does rock a continental frock, when the querent does rock a continental frock,
When his Italian flair features on facial hair, 'tis Ferraro.
Signor Ferraro.
God give you good day, signor. And how may I assist you?
'Tis I, Riccardo Ferraro, come once again to see the great dottore, Simon Foreman.
So I see. What brings you this day?
I bring myself to you, so you treat my illness. 'Tis very grave.
And, what might this illness be? Perchance we might start with your complaints.
First problem is the laughter that cannot be controlled.
Uncontrollable laughter, you say? I see. Anything else?
Next problem, the dancing that cannot be controlled.
Uncontrollable dancing. And yet, you do not appear to be dancing at present.
What can I say? 'Tis uncontrollable dancing. I cannot control when I dance.
Nay, 'tis a fair point.
Doubtless my disease, whatever it may be, is very rare and very difficult to diagnose. But of course, if it be beyond your medical understanding...
Let me assure you, signor, that whatever is said of us on the continent, the learning of we English doctors is unparalleled. There is no better medical care to be had than in London. Now, let us see whether the stars may tell us something of your unusual and troubling illness.
He's been bitten by a tarantula. Tarantula causes the victim laugh. Seen, well, no, I think he's drunk. Suffer from cholic. No, okay, so the tarantula, I guess. That makes no sense.
You have been bitten by a tarantula. Its venom has been creeping throughout your body, provoking the wanton laughter and dancing you're experiencing. The tarantula is a rare spider from foreign climes. Doubtless it travelled with you from Venice, hiding itself among your belongings.
Aye, doubtless you are right this time.
The venom may be expelled from the body using a combination of heat and music. I advise you to have a lutenist come by your house to sing and play for you while you bide near the fire. But take care not to insult the musicians playing, for whilst you will find it most loathsome, 'twill only be on account of the venom.
Molto bene, Signor Foreman. I will do as you advise. Riccardo Ferraro bids you good day.
A good day, adieu.
Why does this lady feel confined? Mayhap the world is too unkind. Nay, doctor, medicate her mind.
Pray cure this comely lady. Pray cure this
Comely lady.
Good day to you, madam.
Yes. Good day, Mr. Foreman. Pray tell, is your Venetian querent Riccardo Ferraro one of the patients you treat for troubles of the mind? Forsooth, his manner is right strange. I passed him at the door, and when I addressed him in the Italian tongue, he abruptly turned from me and ran away down the street.
Nay, Signor Ferraro has no grave troubles of the mind that I'm aware of. Mayhap he was merely dumbstruck by your beauty, madam.
Dr. Foreman, a man is rarely struck dumb by a woman's beauty. Indeed, 'tis quite the reverse. He is oft rendered all the more loquacious, plaguing her with ill-formed metaphors he believes are compliments, and with hasty declarations and invitations she has neither sought nor invited.
Ah, quite. But let us turn our minds to happier thoughts. I did lately hear of your marriage to your cousin, Mr. Alfonso Lanier, for which I must congratulate you. And as I recall, you were with child when I last saw you.
Aye, I was, as you correctly judged.
And your child and husband are both well, I hope?
I would rather not discourse on the subject of my husband, Dr. Foreman.
As it pleases you, madam. What brings you this day?
Lately I have been feeling heavy and lethargic. I do also find it hard to fix my attention upon the book I am reading or upon words I am composing. And yet, although I oft feel right tired, I am having difficulty sleeping.
Ah, well, becoming a mother, beset with all the demands of a suckling babe, can force change upon the normal rhythms of life.
Nay, 'tis not that, for I have employed a wet nurse for the feeding and much of the care of my son. Methinks I must have some kind of disease.
I see. Let us consult the stars to see what...
Let's do. Sorry. Okay. The current suffers from melancholy, being excessive of black bile, and loose illness is curable. Okay. It's a temperament associated with the excess of phlegm, stoicism, and stubbornness. Associated with the excess of a yellow bite, suffers aggressive and opinionated nature. None of this makes sense. I don't know.
You are afflicted with a choleric temperament, madam.
I see. And what treatment can you give me for it?
Before we speak of treating your condition, madam, I think it wise we determine what has provoked it. You did express a desire not to speak of your husband, and I cannot help but think that such a reluctance reveals where the source of your troubles might lie, to wit, within your marriage. Would I be right in thinking this? I do not wish to cause you distress, madam, but as a doctor, I do feel I must press you in case it is relevant to your troubles.
My marriage is not a happy one, Dr. Foreman. Mr. Lanier and I do not agree on matters of money and strong drink.
I see. And what are your opinions on these subjects?
That he spends all our money on strong drink. He disagrees.
And your husband cannot be brought around to see your point of view, nor you his, I presume.
Nay, indeed not. 'Tis not a disagreement over what caused the fall of the Roman Empire, Dr. Foreman.
Ah, yes. Well, I see what you mean. Well, mayhap I am not able to help you with your marital woes, but I can prescribe a treatment to help minimize their effect on your body. I will give you a list of herbs to acquire. You must boil them in water and drink of the infusion.
Maidenhair, oregano, wormwood, licorice, and fennel. I thank you for this, Dr. Foreman. I shall at once to an apothecary go and procure these herbs.
Okay. She's pleased. Sir, I thank you for your recent inquiry with regarding to obtaining a license to practice medicine. I note from our records that you terminated your enrollment to our institution some years ago on the grounds of insufficient funds. Whilst we do not ordinarily issue medical licenses to men who have not first completed a medical degree, proof of equivalent professional experience in the form of letters of recommendation may be taken into consideration. A minimum of 8 such letters of recommendation is customarily required. I advise you to write to us once again, once you have obtained the requisite number of letters.
What is the very latest? We're no longer Seems Foreman's now a patient, and Avis is the cure.
Ah, my dear Avis, what a pleasure it is to see you. I have oft thought of our last...
I cannot tarry long. My husband will be expecting me home.
Of course. But, dear lady, is something the matter?
Of course. Do not all your querents come with a matter they wish an answer to?
Well, yes, but
I wish to ask of the stars whether a man I am close with, a man who is not my husband, whether that man be also close with another woman.
a man you are... I see. Well, if I am to judge the stars for you, I must ask you to be more precise. In what sense do you mean close? The platonic bond of friendship?
Nay, close in the sense of being intimate.
I see. Then it is the familial tie of kinship, perchance.
Nay, I mean someone with whom I have shared physical relations.
Verily, madam, if I am to give you an accurate reading, you must state your question clearly.
Methinks you know full well what I ask. I bid you ask the stars whether my lover is, that is to say, be it true that he engages with another woman in acts of strumpy-humpy.
Madam, you astonish me. 'Tis unlike you to speak such indelicate words. Now, if I understand you correctly, you have a lover, and you wish to know whether he has been sharing his tender favours with another woman.
Aye, but did I not verily say so?
And now that we have at last fathomed your question, let us read the stars to fathom an answer.
I don't like it.
Has Mistress Allen's lover been unfaithful to her?
As she has been unfaithful to her husband. Her mind has been turned in jealousy and confusion. This represents a surprise. Intimate relations. What? Should be more optimistic about her romance with this man. Seeing a woman who is willing and able to marry him. I don't think so. Lover. Ooh, I don't like that. Lover wishes to father a child. Nah.
The stars are most clear, madam. Your lover has not been coupling with another woman.
He has not.
It's not.
Forsooth, the stars say that your mind has been turned by jealousy and confusion. Now, if there is nothing further, madam...
Oh, how relieved I am to hear you say this. Oh, Simon, what a fool I have been not to trust you.
But you... this lover... 'twas me all along? You were not speaking of some other man?
I beseech you, pardon me, Simon. I had to know the truth from the stars, for I did hear tell of other women.
But how could you not see? No other woman is to me so dear, and verily is it not clear to you that I...
Do you verily, Simon?
Oh, my dear, sweet Avis.
We're gonna just turn the page on that one. Oh, yes! A letter of recommendation. Let's go. I love this.
She oft gets her hands on goods from foreign lands. That captain he sends.
Good morrow, madam. I humbly welcome you to my consulting chambers, and thank you for choosing my practice. Mistress...
Fortescue. Mistress Sybil Fortescue.
Well then, Mistress Fortescue, what may I assist you with this day?
I come upon a most troubling matter, sir. I know not whether it is a medical matter or something else.
I see. Pray describe your trouble to me, madam.
Well, I suppose it all began with a dinner I hosted at my house last even. Mayhap you have heard of my dinners, Dr. Foreman. They are much talked about. Though I fear last evening's dinner will be talked about for all the wrong reasons.
Talked about, you say?
Yes. Indeed, invitations to my dinners are much sought after, for I host the most desirable of guests, lords, bishops, poets, explorers, painters, and the like. Why, last eve I hosted the famous Robert Lord Devereux, the playwright William Shakespeare, and the Bishop of London and his wife. As well as fascinating conversation, at my table I serve the very latest and most original dishes. Last even, I served an exotic green vegetable called a potato. So crisp and refreshing. My dear husband sent them home to me from the New World. Doubtless you have heard of my husband, Captain Fortescue. He is a great friend of Sir Walter Raleigh.
I see. Your dinners do sound most excellent, Mistress Fortescue. But what occurred at last eve's dinner that has you so distressed?
Green?
Well, in truth, 'twas after dinner. We all felt a strong desire to take some air, and so we left the table to take a turn in some pleasure gardens nearby. But then, as we were walking along the path, right in the middle of the gardens, in full public view...
Pray do not distress yourself, madam. Prithee, take your time.
My guests and I were, all of a sudden, stricken with pain. We began chundering and voiding from our... But there was nowhere to turn, you see. There were no bushes close by to shield our modesty. 'Twas unspeakable.
A moment, madam, as I note this down.
Wait,
Abdominal pain and simultaneous upward and downward purging of a most sudden and violent nature.
The potato is not supposed to be green.
Now, let us see how these stars explain this most distressing and unsavoury event. What troubled Mistress Sybil Fortescue and her guests last eve?
Your green potatoes. I don't need the stars to tell me that. Evil digestion. Wandering hands. No. Chili cold. No. Digestion. We're smart. We know.
Madam, I think you said the New World vegetables you dined upon were green in colour, did you not? And you described them as crisp and refreshing, I think. I take it then that you served them to your guests green and raw?
Yes, indeed. Most of the potatoes my husband sent me were full dull and unhealthsome in appearance. Hence I served only the green ones. I had my cook cut them in such a way as to resemble roses. 'Tis the way I oft serve my apples.
Ah, then your trouble was a severe case of evil digestion. I have read that these vegetables can be noxious if they turn green.
Oh, my days! Do you mean I poisoned my guests?
In a manner of speaking, aye. But worry not, madam, for the suffering was but temporary. Indeed, it does sound as if the bodies of your guests were most comprehensively purged of the poison. However, in future, be sure to cook the potatoes until they are soft, and pray do not eat the ones that have turned green.
As God shall mend me! What a shameful affair this has been! I shall go home and, well, I shall write to my husband and ask that he includes cooking instructions with the next gift of food that he sends me. I thank ye and bid ye good day, Dr. Foreman.
And you as well. Raw green potatoes. We're going.
One such as we do rarely find. Just needs a man to be behind, for she's but a lady.
Good even, Miss Lanier. What brings you?
I am come about my future, Dr. Foreman.
Okay.
I wish to know whether I will find success as a writer of poems and plays.
Oh.
You can predict futures, can you not?
You,
No.
madam? A writer of poems and of plays? Forsooth, how verily remarkable.
Well, 'tis true most of us Bassanos and Laniers are musicians, but I have chosen a different path. I've lately begun a collaboration with a poet and playwright. Let us call him Mr. S. He is presently writing a play that takes place in northern Italy, and as I am of Italian heritage, he has asked me to help him write it.
How interesting. And does this collaboration betwixt you go well?
Right well, or so methinks. Indeed, Mr. S did suggest that I am full talented as a writer. Be not afraid of greatness, he told me. For once our play opens upon the London stage, our success will follow, as night follows day.
I see. Then what would you have me ask the stars, madam?
Well, I've noted that Mr. S, although a brilliant man, is oft prone to exaggerated melodrama and implausible plot resolutions. I wish to know whether this story of his, of our future success, is true.
Very wise of you, madam. Then let us see whether your success or failure is writ in the stars. Will Mistress Amelia Lanier find fame and fortune as a writer?
Who knows? Okay. We have Miss Lanier maintains mistress. Her ambitions will be realized. Not only will she be successful, her work will lead to transformative and surprising political changes. Her writing partner work well together. The house warns of a legacy marred by deceit and jealousy. Indulging in creative theft. Expensive. Oh, no. We do not care about that child. I think it might be this one.
Madam, the stars tell of a great deceit against you. They suggest that your collaboration with Mr. S puts you at risk of, let me see here, creative domination and theft. The result being that you will reap little from your collaboration with Mr. S, but feelings of bitterness and jealousy.
I cannot believe this of Mr. S. He is a right honourable man. I cannot believe such compelling insights into the human condition could be writ by such a knave as you describe. To be sure, he does oft indulge in wordplay for its own sake, thus cheapening and unnecessarily prolonging a scene, but nay, he is not a bad man. I know you mean well, Dr. Foreman, but I believe your judgment of the stars must be wrong on this occasion.
She don't like that one. She didn't like it. Ooh, it went down!
Mistress Avis Allen, the love of Foreman's life, a futile tease for another man's wife.
Good day to you, sir.
Good day to you, madam. What service may I perform for you this day?
For me? None. None at all.
Verily. Then I cannot fathom why you...
'Twas my husband who bade me come, for he finds it difficult to speak of... As I say, he had me come in his stead, and I could think of no reason to give him for why I should not come.
I see. Then what is troubling your husband? Madam, I cannot treat a querent without knowing first what his troubles are.
He is unable to perform his marital duties.
I see, and whatever does that mean? Your husband forgets to put out the night soil? Some broken shelving he's neglected to fix? Prithee, madam, I bid you be more precise.
Ah, you know perfectly well what I mean, Simon. I bid you not drag this out any longer. Pray read the stars and let us get this over with.
As you wish, madam. Now, let us see. What ails Mr. Allen so as to render him unable to perform his marital obligations towards Mistress Allen?
Loss of carnal lust. Back in the back. Cold in the heart. I think it's this one. Deficiency of blood. YOLO.
Your husband is suffering from a lack of sanguinity in the brain, which has resulted in a loss of carnal lust. According to my chart, there is little hope of remedy.
Verily, no hope at all?
Nay, I'm afeard not.
Oh, then Mr. Allen is not, cannot be a full husband to me. At least not in the full, true sense of being a husband.
Precisely so.
This is
and as a
so
physician,
inappropriate.
it behoves me to observe how unnatural and lamentable it is that you,
Oh my gosh.
that a wife be so neglected.
Oh, Simon.
No.
Oh, my darling Avis.
It's so bad. Don't look. Hello, Keld. Yep. Another one.
Was doctors against him do make war? Doctors against him do make war. He makes love without a care.
Tis true, Avis is not his my lord.
But in love and war is fair. But in love and war is fair.
Oh my god.
Last even, 'twas like a dream. Never in my life have I felt so. Oh, my sweet Avis, 'tis true you are married, but surely a love as great as ours can transcend such earthly impediments. Dare I hope for...
Bow, chicken, bow,
Nay,
bow.
'tis most unlikely. Or is it? Forsooth, there be no harm in asking the stars. Might Avis Allen one day be mine?
Bro. Avis Allen's loyal to his life with her family. She just has a husband. She doesn't have kids. Ill luck and die. Avis will be free to marry me. Avis has betrayed her marriage vows. The damage this has wrought upon her marriage cannot be undone, and her past cannot be erased. I'm not seeing things clearly. If I knew the truth about a relationship, I would personally be seething with jealousy. This is kind of I don't know
It says,
how to read this stuff.
Avis is one day to be widowed, which will, of course, be very tragical. But
Ooh, a flyer.
after the grieving is done, we will marry. She will be Mistress Foreman. Mistress Avis
This man
Foreman.
is so... I have fallen into a trap of, like, a love thing, and I thought this was gonna be... not this. Oh, gosh.
Lest his wife does him an evil.
Slaps.
Good day, Dean Blugg. Fare you well?
Most well indeed, and I will tell you why. The conquering cherub has lately returned home to England.
Ah, this being the voyage you did invest in.
Aye, and what a sound investment it was, for it has paid off most handsomely.
Potatoes?
The cherub's cargo of nutmeg and pepper will fetch a high price indeed. In sooth, as I recall, it was you who advised me on this investment, was it not?
Ah, it was.
I thank ye heartily for it, sir.
I am glad to have been of service, Dean Blugg.
Forsooth, my earnings have enabled me to make a substantial investment in Sir Walter Raleigh's expedition to the New World.
Ah, methinks I've heard of this. 'Tis a quest to find the fabled lost city of gold, is it not? Or as the Spanish call it, El Dorado?
The very same. For it is said that El Dorado does lie deep within the rainforests of the southern parts of the New World, hiding vast quantities of gold and precious jewels. Hence, what I would have you tell me is, exactly how rich can I expect to be made from my investment?
I see.
For if I am to be made very rich, I am afeard that news of my fabulous wealth may cause some jealousy among the clergy. News travels fast around the diocese, and I think it wise to get ahead of it if I can.
Then let us consult the stars. What will become of Thomas Blugg's investment in Sir Walter Raleigh's quest to find El Dorado?
El Dorado. Okay, let's see. Finances will bring him unhappiness. Ooh. Foreigners who are stubborn, confident, and led by instinct. Ooh. Violence. Okay, that's... Children, a legacy of fine things. God rewards exploration. Okay. What is the cause of pessimism and surprising reversal to save the lives of children? What?
I am pleased to tell you, Dean Blarg, that your investment is secure. Indeed, this expedition will produce a fine legacy for you to leave your children.
Do you have
For,
children?
according to the stars, God has seen fit to reward England's conquering spirit of curiosity.
See,
God
this is...
favors the expedition?
This is
Oh,
not...
praise be to the Lord for his blessings!
This is not
And
it.
once you have received these blessings, Dean Blarg, I do hope you and Mistress Blarg will remember my years of service and friendship to you both. I have always endeavoured to,
Tush, tush, Dr. Foreman.
Tush,
Pray,
tush.
let us not dwell on such
Tush,
vulgar
tush.
subjects as money. For did we not at this moment learn that the discovery and conquest of this city is part of God's plan for the glory of our nation? The honour of having played my small part in it should be reward enough for us both.
Tush, tush. Tush, tush. Nice. I love this art style.
When the symptoms are and the questions are
And the questions are quick.
when the melodies are strange and ease that is
He's weird. Hold on.
Good morrow, sir, and well met.
Indeed, 'tis I, Riccardo Ferraro, come once again to the great Dottore Simon Foreman.
Aye, and I can see why you are come. Methinks you are not well, signor. The colour of your face is quite alarming.
It is because I am losing the blood. The blood does drain away from my face, way down my body, and out of my...
You are bleeding from your fundament. How much have you been bleeding, and for how long?
Un poco, not too much. It does come and go. Sometimes
good.
blood, sometimes no blood. You stop the blood, see?
Mayhap I will, but first I must consult the stars to find a diagnosis. What ails Signor Riccardo Ferraro?
Hey. What? Hemorrhoids. Swellings in the... Ooh. Pain where it's open are apt to bleed. Okay. Neck has caused... Turn his face yellow. Jaundice? I don't think it's that. I think it's this. I don't know.
There is nothing here to worry about, Signor Ferraro.
It's just hemorrhoids.
Your body is merely purging itself of corrupted blood, in a similar manner to that which does occur in a woman's nethers each month. To wit, 'tis most healthsome and natural.
Are you sure? Are you sure that is your final answer?
Indeed it is. I do assure you, Signor, 'tis the very latest medical thinking on the subject of hemorrhoids. You are welcome to procure a second opinion, but I warrant you will find that most doctors in London will tell you the same.
Then Riccardo Ferraro bids you good day, Signor Foreman.
A little pleased. A textbook answer, but it is not hard for a common man to procure a medical book now. She's gonna murder me.
If only she had written his words, they'd probably be much better words. Written by our lady.
That. What?
Did you see that?
See what, madam?
Your querent, Signor Ferraro, scuttling away from me like a frighted rabbit. What have I ever done to upset the man? All I did was wish him buongiorno as I passed him at the door.
Verily, Signor Ferraro's behaviour does sound full strange. But let us not think of him, but of the matter that brings you hither, Mistress Lanier. How do you fare?
I fare most well, in the main, for I'm happy to report that you were quite wrong in judging that collaboration with Mr. S would fare ill, for in sooth 'tis going exceeding well. Verily, Dr. Foreman, I would be right content with my lot at present if it were not for the trouble I am come about this day.
Pray, tell me of this trouble, madam.
I am being prowled. Oftentimes in the night I see him following me home. One time methinks I even caught him looking at me through my window. I would have you tell me who this prowling man might be.
A prowler? How very worrisome. Can you describe this man to me?
Nay, for 'tis always at night that I spy him, and I have always been too frighted for my eyes to linger upon him very long.
Then let us see what light the stars can shed upon the identity of this man who hides himself in darkness. Who is the man prowling Mistress Lanier?
Keeping Tom? Violent husband. Oops, a reversal of ill luck he had with Mistress Lanier. He harbors a misguided hope that she will perform her wifely duties and resume intimate relationships. Suffering mental confusion owing to her religious beliefs. She harbors an unjustified level of mistrust towards prospective romantic. She's married though. She doesn't need. Mistress Lanier considers him a friend. I think it's this one. Maybe. This I don't like this one either.
The stars suggest that your
She
prowler
hates
is a
me.
man with a talent for wit, a man who secretly harbors amorous feelings towards you. Does that sound like anyone you know, madam?
Dr. Foreman, I find your question most illogical. I cannot know of a man who harbours secret feelings for me, for indeed, if I were to know of them, the feelings would not be secret.
Yes, well, let me
She's
put it
smart
another
lady.
way. Your friend, Mr. S., is the keen-witted man who furtively admires you. He is your prowler, madam.
Mr. S is my prowler, you say? Why, Dr. Foreman, what is in you? For indeed 'tis not the first time you have cast shade upon the character of Mr. S. I bid you, sir, check the stars again.
Is it not the most likely explanation, though, madam?
I assure you there is nothing likely about the unique relationship betwixt me and Mr. S. Indeed, he has too much respect for my literary mind to use me so ill. For his is a noble intellect that allows him to soar above the baser instincts of lesser men. Now, if you will not judge the stars again for me, I will bid you good day, Dr. Foreman.
Negative! Ma'am, I'll look at the stars again for you. Just give me a second. She did not like it. It went down.
Hear ye, hear ye! Sir Walter Raleigh fails to find legendary Treasure City. Rumours say next rally voyage is to Pot of Gold at End of Rainbow. Hear ye!
Reports have lately come in that Sir Walter Raleigh's expedition to the New World in search of El Dorado has been a colossal cluster fail. Despite Raleigh's assurances to the Queen that he would return with gold raided from the legendary city, it is said that Raleigh's ships bring back naught but potatoes. Hey, those are real gold. That's real gold. Some potatoes, that's some real gold. Experts predict Her Majesty's reaction to be somewhat testy.
Here comes Emma so kind is she, to the frail and aged she offers sympathy.
What is she for others?
Especially when they're born of wealth. Here comes Emma, so kind-hearted is she.
That's not good.
Good day to you, Mistress Sharp.
Good day, Dr. Foreman. But I am Mistress Delamere now.
Mistress Delamere? But as I recall from my case notes... let me see now. 'Twas 3 years past. Aye, were you not hoping to marry a man named George Middleton?
Oh, yes. I did marry Mr. Middleton. But not long after we were wed, he fell to his death whilst taking the air atop a church belfry, struck down by his abiding love of late Gothic architecture.
What?
There, my dear lady. How distressing your late husband's death must have been for you.
Aye, indeed, Dr. Foreman, so much so that my friends urged me to marry again, lest I die of grief. But now that I am once more a wife, I would not wish to be widowed anew, and John Delamere, my present husband, is also an older man. Dr. Foreman, you must tell me whether there be any illness he has, whether there be anything I might do to save my dear sweet husband from an early death.
Then let us see what the stars have to say.
Let's look into the stars,
Is
man.
Mr. John Delamere troubled with any condition that may cause him to die?
Okay. Cardiac passion. He's bewitched. I don't believe that. Vision, soreness, and throat. I don't know, guys. This
Madam,
is confusing.
I am afeard your new husband suffers from a cardiac passion. You must keep him away from anything that may cause him alarm or shock. To wit, changes in temperature, sudden noises and surprises.
Oh, I will, sir, I will indeed. I thank ye for this wise counsel. Good day, Dr. Foreman.
Oh boy. Extremes in temperature, sudden noises, and shock.
Sibyl's a fine host, of this she will oft boast. She loves to entertain, she loves to entertain. Though hard she does try, her dinners go awry. And in tears and cheese and shame.
Good morrow, Mistress Fortescue. How may I help you this day?
I did lately experience feelings of a most strange and disturbing nature, for which I desire an explanation.
I see. Prithee describe these feelings to me, madam. When did they occur?
Last eve, at a dinner party hosted by my dear friend Mistress Emma Delamere. All was well at first, but soon after my arrival I was stricken with a kind of madness.
Madness, you say?
Yes, moments during which I found myself overcome with feelings of mirth, laughing most immoderately at the dullest of remarks made by other guests. At other times I felt an unnatural fascination with the shape of the candelabra in the table's centrepiece.
I really feel like
and
all
all the
these
while
people
I
are
was
just,
so
like,
ravenous
drunk.
with hunger, I quite absent-mindedly ate all the sweetmeats at my end of the table. I fear my rapaciousness did not escape the notice of guests seated beside me.
Such an immoderate appetite is out of character for you, I take it. It could not have merely been occasioned by anxious passions?
Why, nay, Dr. Foreman. Forsooth, I ought to have been very calm last eve, for I did spend the afternoon inhaling the fumes of an aromatic oil, a gift from my sweet husband, sent back from his explorations in the Near East. I did mention my husband, Captain Henry Fortescue, before, I think. He is a great friend of Sir Walter Raleigh. Oh,
I also
Henry
have
and
a
Sir
problem
Walter
with her
find
just,
the
like,
oil most relaxing,
carrying
so he
around
tells
a
me.
Yet you were
monkey
not
all the
so
time.
very relaxed last
I don't
eve, I take it.
understand.
No, not in the least. For I fear a capricious spell was cast upon me. Over the course of the evening, I developed the strongest intuition that malignant forces were present in the room, and that I had been bewitched. Could it be true, Dr. Foreman? Might a witch have cast a spell on me?
That is something we shall have to ask the stars, madam. Let us see. What was it that afflicted Mistress Sybil Fortescue last eve at dinner?
The drugs. A condition characterized by lethargic melancholy. Bewitched. Beep, 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 beep. I think it's smoke inhalation.
Now, madam, the oil your husband sent you. This was the first time you did inhale its fumes, methinks.
Yes, the shipment of gifts from my husband did only lately arrive.
Ah, then I think we have your answer. I have read some interesting tales of such oils and herbs of the Near East. 'Tis said they occasion certain temperaments, to wit, an excessive sanguinity, which will have caused the immoderate laughter and increased appetite. They can also provoke a narrowing of the mind, which would explain your temporary fascination with the candelabra, and I believe the fumes of this oil may also have been responsible for the notion that you have been bewitched.
And the men of the Near East gain pleasure from this oil? They would render themselves foolish on purpose.
Aye, indeed.
Aye.
Foreigners have many strange customs and desires that we cannot hope to understand.
How fascinating! I thank you for this explanation, sir. Indeed, 'twill make for a most diverting tale with which to regale guests at my next dinner. God give you good morrow, Dr. Foreman.
Good morrow to you. Nice.
Another consultation, will this one end in bed? Or will Mistress Allen slap him round the head?
Oh, I hate this.
Ah, good day, Mistress Allen. What brings you this day? Oh, dear lady, you tremble like a leaf on an autumn day.
Aye, for I am most affrighted. But Mr. Allen says he thinks I worry over naught, so I am come to you, for methinks you would. Perchance you may help me.
By my troth,
What?
Pray tell me of this evil that affrighted you, madam.
No.
And I shall
No.
do all in my
No,
power to
wow.
protect you from it.
Yes,
Wow.
evil. Oh, indeed, 'tis the very word for it. I have seen a dark figure prowling outside our house in the night, and once I saw him spying through my window. Who
It's
is
the
he?
Peeping
What does
Tom!
he want from me? What am I to do?
I see. And you do not recognize his face or any other particulars? The
No, it's
colour of
him.
his hair, for instance?
Oh, nay, for 'tis always so dark.
It's him.
But by his silhouette I can tell he is a bony, scrawny
It's
little man.
him!
Is he verily? But your husband thinks 'tis naught to worry over, you say?
Aye, he says the man is doubtless naught but a poor travelling tinker who is merely taking shelter in our garden. 'Twould explain why his figure is so slight, to be sure, but what if he is not a tinker? What if his purpose is more sinister?
Aye, indeed. Then let us consult the stars. Who is the man prowling outside the Allen's house in the night, and what is his purpose?
Oh boy. Okay, what do we got? She must rein in her behavior. Avis is mine. Shouldn't she's obsessed with romance and has a preference for younger men. She risks being punished by God for her frequent comings and goings. Okay. Kind of like between Avis is changing. Secret. Who is a secret enemy? I don't like either of these. Mature children.
Avis, I must own. Indeed, I must confess that 'twas no prowler but me you have been seeing near your house at night.
You? You have been prowling me?
Nay, I have not been prowling you. I have been merely watching your comings and goings. 'Tis very different.
But you... why?
One evening, when you said you had no wish to see me, I needed to know why. So You went to the Quiet Bear, did you not? What business did you have at an alehouse? Was it to meet a man?
You! How dare you cast shade upon my honour thus? I never met another man.
Oh,
Methinks
no.
you speak false, madam. I see the way you look at William. Nay, do not dare play the innocent damsel with me.
You mean your manservant, William Buck? But
Can we see William?
you soil-minded mule, you deluded dog botherer.
And a married woman of your age as well. For shame, madam. Nay, put that down. Put it... Fie, madam. That was a priceless Venetian vase.
I thought she died. It's okay, she already gave me a letter of recommendation. She can't back out now. Right? I already got it. No bow wow.
Who has on such a claim, lately returned from his conquests in Spain. The streets of London resound with his fame. Robert Senator, that is his name.
Good day, sir. How may I... By Jupiter! Can it be true? Robert Devereux, the Earl of Essex, Lord of Her Majesty's Privy Council, a hero of the Battle of Cadiz.
Prithee, calm yourself, Sirrah. Pray, treat me just as you would any other querent.
Of course, as it pleases your lordship. But may I say, what a great privilege it is to... may I offer you a...
You are the man who had some success treating the plague some years past, are you not?
Oh, indeed, my lord. You are very well informed. My strong water did save many a Londoner from a most lamentable death.
Then perchance you might have some cunning cure for me as well, for since I am returned to England upon having resolved that small matter in Spain, I find myself afflicted with the most vexing ailment.
Oh, but your most glorious capture of the Spanish city of Cadiz was no small matter, my lord. All England talks of nothing else. Why, pamphlets recounting your heroic exploits are sold on every street corner in London.
Mayhap they are. I know nothing of them. My single-handed victory against the King of Spain was but a trifling affair, and the least I could do for my queen and a grateful nation. But I fear vast riches and the hearts of many a Spanish beauty were not the only things I did capture while I was there.
What else did you capture in Spain, my lord? I fear I do not grasp your meaning. If you would kindly show me where upon your body you are...
As you see, this Spanish disease I caught has me oozing a most disagreeable substance.
Methinks I have a fair idea of the nature of your affliction, but I must confirm the judgment with a reading of the stars. Let us see, what disease troubles Robert Lord Devereux, the Earl of Essex?
Ooh. Gonorrhea. Okay. Love? No. I'm gonna say this.
You have gonorrhea, my lord. 'Tis a condition provoked by an increase in intimate activities.
Too much strumpy-humpy, eh? Well, 'tis true that since news of my victory got about, every wench from Southwark to Shoreditch wants a piece of my action, as it were. And how may this gonorrhea be cured?
The most effective method is lead plate therapy. Usually this requires a man to lie in bed for many hours with a leaden plate positioned upon his privy parts, thus allowing the lead to impart its healing properties to the affected member. But, of course, men such as your lordship have no time to lie around in bed, which is why... Let me just fetch it from my cabinet. Which is why I invented this.
And that is what? Some sort of wonder job, like the ones old men used to wear?
Precisely so, my lord. 'Tis a codpiece that I had a blacksmith fashion out of lead. I invite your lordship to wear it under your breeches so that the lead may remain in contact with your privy member at all times. Indeed, until you are cured.
How very droll this is. Verily, how old-fashioned. I will appear as hung as old King Henry Tudor. Mayhap I just wear it in my chambers.
Good day, and please come again. If you need anything at all, I am at your service.
Nice. Though if I were to go about Whitehall Palace wearing a Wonder Chub, perchance it would revive fashion of houses.
Watch your lover, Hades, watch her night and day. If a woman has your heart, you cannot let her stray.
Ah, Avis, I did not expect to see you this evening.
Or
Do you bring
ever.
news?
Aye, some very good news, at least if you confirm it for me. Methinks I am with child.
Ah, how very wondrous. And,
Child.
have you any idea of who might...
Aye, verily, with child, but I dare not to. Forsooth, what if it be naught but false hope?
Then let us ask the stars without delay. Is Mistress Avis Allen verily with child?
Oh man. Within a few months it will become clear that she is not with child. Oh. I should feel optimistic about the relationship between Avis and me. Tracy, oh no. Untrustworthy and creative when it comes to her marital duties. Oy. I think she is lazy. Oh, I don't like that. We'll die. Oh god. What? Oh. I'm just gonna go with that one.
The stars confirm that you are
I don't
indeed
like-
with child. And that the father is...
Oh, joy! Simon, is it not wondrous? You and I are to be blessed.
Hold. I am not finished. The stars also reveal the identity of the father.
There is no need to read the stars for that, for surely 'tis obvious that you...
Prithee, admit it. You have been coupling with my manservant, William.
Why, you... I warrant the stars say nothing of the sort.
See here, in my chart. 'Tis plain as day. In the house of children, alongside Venus, there is the planet Mars. Who else but William could that be?
But such scribblings of yours, they mean nothing to me. For all I know, you make up those stories about planets and houses and such. Why, verily, perchance you might draw up a new chart, Simon. One that tells of how the planet
she don't like
Avis
that.
is no longer in the House of Foreman.
You would mock me, madam? You would make a jest of my... Oh, I see. Leaving now, are you? Then you do so. You leave. I bid you good day.
Whatever. You don't like that. That's fine.
Rich but not satisfied, mayhap you have not tried this one weird trick for displaying your wealth, by herbs and confections to boost your complexion and pass idle hours tending to your health.
Okay.
Good even, sir. Who do I have the pleasure of welcoming to my chambers this day?
Nicholas Muggs, proprietor of Muggs Rugs down on Silver Street.
Ah, the wig
I keep
makers.
thinking he's missing a
You
leg.
supply wigs to players, do you not? I have heard tell of your fine work from some of my playhouse querents.
I thank ye for your kindness, sir. I do hear you are very skilled at your trade also. For are you not the curer of the plague of 92? Forsooth, I do hope you may
92.
cure me as well. For though I do not think I have the plague, whatever I have is doubtless most grave, no matter what my wife thinks.
And what is it your wife thinks?
It be her mind that I have taken naught but a chilly cold in the head. But 'tis not so, Dr. Foreman, for I ache all over. My throat is grown sore, and I cough day and night.
Day and night, you say?
Aye, verily.
I see. Then let us consult the stars. What does ail Nicholas Mugg?
Hey. He's got a red nose, too. Rudolph! Hypochondria. Okay. Cold in the head. Horse bars. I think it's the cold. I think it's the cold. 100.
I am pleased to say that your wife is correct, and you have little to worry over. You have what we doctors call frigidus ad hominem, or as it is more commonly known, a man-cold.
Man-cold?
A man-cold, you say?
Aye, 'tis a cold in the head, suffered uniquely by those of the male sex. And, although it be a minor affliction, the suffering can be very great.
A minor affliction, you say? That cannot be right. I bid you check the stars again, sir, for see how ill I am, and my throat grows so hoarse I can hardly speak.
I think the trouble in your throat may be occasioned by overuse. Perhaps you might try, discoursing less.
Well, I think you ought to know that I will be seeking a second opinion.
As you will, sir. Good day.
He did not like my advice.
Robert Lord Devereux's a rising star, dashing and debonair, he will go far. Oh, London greets him with cries of huzzah. In truth, we cannot state how sweet we are.
Good day, my lord. How may I do you service? Would it pertain to some thrilling adventure upon which you may soon be embarking?
Indeed it does. Sir Walter Raleigh and I did recently come across some intelligence concerning a fleet of Spanish ships that will soon be sailing home from the New World, bearing a goodly cargo of gold. Raleigh and I plan to borrow the royal fleet, which we will use to intercept the ships and seize the treasure.
Huzzah! But, borrow the Royal Navy, you say?
Aye, only temporarily, of course. The Queen will hardly know her ships are gone. Indeed, when we return them to her bearing a handsome prize of Spanish gold, she will doubtless forgive our failure to file the correct paperwork and what not.
Doubtless. And how may I assist your lordship in this glorious endeavour?
Well, in order to intercept the Spanish fleet, we must know which route it is planning to take. One possibility is that it returns to Spain having retrieved the gold from the New World's southern continent. The other possibility, and this is the one Sir Walter thinks most likely, is that the gold has already been transported by conquistadors from the southern continent up to Havana, and the ships are to fetch it from there.
Then let us see whether the stars can tell us upon which route the treasure ships may be intercepted on their return to Spain from the New World. Will they be sailing from the southern continent or from the Spanish colony of Havana?
Havana, ooh la la. Conquering and killing its owners. Ooh, Spanish ships happened upon the gold by conquering and killing its owners. Foreign peoples, the King of Spain is establishing a fine cultural legacy for future generations. The Spaniards, women factor. Should trust his friend Raleigh's instincts. The Spanish sails hide. There leads to a lack of self-control. Okay. I don't know. I don't understand.
The Spanish treasure ships will take a direct route back from the southern continent, from whence the gold was, found. For it seems the treasure was, discovered by the fleet's own soldiers.
Excellent, excellent. But where are we to intercept them? Pray, give me the precise day, latitude, and longitude.
Certainly, my lord. But divining nautical coordinates is a somewhat lengthy and complex process. If your lordship would kindly return in an hour or so...
Quickly, sir! I have not the time to bide here all day.
Well then, let me see now. Taking into account the position of Jupiter, divide by 3, carry the 1. Yes. The Spanish treasure ships may be intercepted upon the 15th day of October, at a latitude of 9 and 40 degrees north and 5 and 20 degrees west, or thereabouts. That said, however, I cannot promise you that...
Excellent. Raleigh and I shall sail to this very spot. Huzzah!
Huzzah! Godspeed, my lord.
God save the Queen. I wonder if my men have yet contrived to scrape all that damnable munchy goat cheese off my restaurant.
Oh, she never went to school, and she's kind and never cruel. Do not take Alice for a fool. Alice Blood, she is no fool.
Alice is no fool.
Good evening to you, madam. How might I...
Aye, pray go tell your master, Mr. Foreman, that Mistress Alice Blarg is come to see him.
Ah, Mistress Blarg. It is I, Dr. Simon Foreman, at your service. And what an honour it is to welcome the wife of the Dean of Rochester to my humble practice. To whom do I owe my thanks for having recommended you to my care?
Well, I will not lie. You owe your thanks to nobody. For folk do tell me that you are not a real doctor, but a quack, who does conjure demons and dabbles most unlawfully in the dark arts.
I do assure you, madam, that whatever you may have heard, I am a...
Yea, do not quibble, sir. If I did seek the counsel of a doctor who has one of those fancy medical degrees, or the kind of high-bred know-it-all who does see fit to judge a woman and vex her most cruelly, I would have gone elsewhere. But, truth be told, I have need of such a man as you, for I have been bewitched by a witch.
Ah, I see.
Yea, a loathsome spell has been cast upon me. It does cause me to awaken in the morning with a most terrible pain in my head, a pain so wretched it does have me chundering into my chamber pot.
Pain in the head and involuntary purging. And what leads you to believe
child.
your suffering is occasioned by witchcraft?
Well, the timing is most unnatural. My troubles do occur every Saturday morning without fail. I suspect the doings of our new neighbour, the widow MacDoon. As well as being Scottish, she does possess several cats.
Several cats, you say?
One or two of which I may have kicked, and now she has seen fit to take revenge upon me with her dark, foreign magic.
Indeed. Scotland is well known for the powerful black witchcraft practiced by its womenfolk. But as compelling as this evidence may be, my practice does draw upon the latest scientifical arts. To diagnose your condition, I must first perform a rigorous astronomical analysis. So, let us see now, what do the stars say is the cause of your Saturday morning suffering?
Probably be going out too hard on Friday night, you know? Noxious food or drink. With child. She's bewitched. She is with child. Everyone's with child.
Rejoice, Mistress Blarg. There is the happiest of reasons for your morning chunderings. You are with child. As for the timing of your affliction, is it not well known that children do love to arise early on Saturday mornings for the purpose of tormenting their parents? It would seem that your child is particularly precocious, for he has begun his caprices from within the womb.
I am with child. By the saints, what joyous tidings! I will go now to tell my husband, Blarg. This night we shall empty the Blarg family wine cellar in celebration.
Beware conspirations, plots and machinations, the schemes of big physic to sell you their wares. Their cures do us violence, but they call it science. They mock our beliefs and belittle our fears.
Ah, well met, Mr. Mugg. How fare you since our first consultation?
It seems as you were right. Though I was, in sooth, much troubled with the vile disease of, what did you say it was? Fudgipus and Honeyman, I did not die.
Frigidus ad hominem. I am most glad to hear it, sir. Indeed, you do look well.
Well? Mayhap I look well now, but 'twill not be for long. I have been poisoned.
Poisoned? By the saints! Who is the author of this foul deed?
My friend George Sprottle, the bookbinder. I did dine with him not 2 hours ago.
Ah, I see. A bout of evil digestion. Pray tell, was there turned meat or some such at table?
Nay, not meat. 'Twas a pie full of cherries. I had a bite of it afore I knew what I was eating.
Cherries, you say?
Aye, cherries. And this after I took particular care to give Mistress Sprottle a list of foods I must not eat. I added cherries to the list when I did hear that the Countess of Devonshire has declared against their noxious qualities.
The Countess of Devonshire, you say? Noxious qualities, indeed. And now your symptoms, Mr. Mugg. Had you any reaction after eating these cherries?
My reaction? Well, I reacted as any man would. I spat them out. And know you what Mr. Sprottle did then, Dr. Foreman?
Nay, but pray tell.
He did laugh at me. He even called me a dinner-ralphing fusspot. Fie, I may soon be in the grave, thanks to George. Will he still be laughing then?
Well, let us not speculate, shall we, Mr. Mugg? Now, let us see what the stars may tell us. What ails Nicholas Mugg? It seems you have indeed been poisoned. The cherries have provoked an imbalance of choler. You must take the antidote for cherry poisoning, which is... let me see what I have here in my cabinet. Yes, Saccharum officinarum. Dissolve a pinch of these crystals on your tongue before dinner for a week.
Saccharum?
Saccharum officinarum, more commonly known as sugar.
Sugar, forsooth. I have heard tell of sugar. 'Tis a rare and fine substance, I do believe, and therefore doubtless most efficacious.
Hello? I'm so annoyed by that. I muted myself. At some point. Anyways, I don't know if we'll finish this game or not. If we'll come back and play it another time. Let me know what you think. If you want to see how some of this works, I might play it just by myself. Or I just won't finish it. I don't know. I will be back. I don't know. Probably Sunday? We'll say Sunday. We'll see. Anyways, thank you for hanging out with me tonight. I love you all. Good night. Goodbye.